It is time to rate AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards. Will they Zyber? Will they be crazy? We're going to find out today. We're going to start off with the Dread Cheetah. This is a 4-mana Djinn Bear, apparently. It's a genie of some sort. Okay, it's got Flying, and it's got Mutate for 2 mana. If you cast this spell for its Mutate cost, put it over or under target non-human creature you own. They mutate into the creature on top plus all the abilities from under it. I can't believe it actually knew the entire ability in one shot. Now, whenever this creature mutates, create a 4/4 green elephant creature token. This is a highly unusual stats for an elephant, but okay. And then also for 6 mana, we can draw a card, then discard a card. Got that looting effect. And then creatures you control have pay 4, sacrifice this permanent, create a 1/1 red devil creature token with when this token dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. I can't believe that there are so many words jammed on this damn thing, and it actually makes 100% sense. It didn't trip over its own words, didn't make anything up. All these cards actually can work. So it is a looting, mutating, elephant generating machine that also can be that also can be sacrificed to make devils on top of everything. It's all doable. It's 100% doable. I don't strike in New Ancient Pure, Sunrise of the Second in a Parted Star. Thank you very much. That's great. And we do have a bingo card today. All right, so everyone, take a screenshot of this thing. I accidentally drew on it already, and I accidentally saved it, but whatever. This is a bingo card. I can't remember who donated it, but we have a new bingo card. Take a screenshot, and hopefully get something out of all this entire thing. All right. Does that last sack go infinite? Well, you have to pay 4 for it, right? So creatures you control have pay 4, sack this permanent, create a 1/1 red devil creature token with when this token dies, deals 1 damage to any target. So you still have to oh, are you saying like if we have 2 devils, create a 1/1 devil token when this dies it just deals 1 damage, right? So you can pay 4 to make a devil, and if we have 2 devils, you still have to pay 4 to sacrifice it by itself. Oh, and then I see. You mean you want to keep dealing? No, but if you deal damage to the devil, then it just disappears. This one is the most effort someone has put into a bingo card. Absolutely. What kind of card is Dread Cheetah? It is a Djinn Bear. It has no creature type because it is a genie. It is everything, everywhere, all at once. All right? Do you see the omnipotent genie in Aladdin? That's exactly. I mean, what are you gonna say? It's an artifact? I wouldn't say it's a creature at all. It's like the genie is like a god. Reminder again, what makes something Zyber? If it's cool, if it's inspiring. That's what makes it Zyber. You'll know when it vibes with you, it Zybers. Next up, we got Branding Tree, a 0-mana instant. You may have Branding Tree deal 1 damage to any target, and we can draw a card. 0-mana deal. What? We did free card draw? Free? It's too cheap. Instant. You can have it deal 1. You may. That's funny. We have the option to. I could also choose not to do anything with this card, frankly. I could just, you know what? I just want to draw the card. I don't really want to ping you for 1. I'm gonna let you live at 1 life. Imagine like you actually die to this thing. You may have it deal 1 damage to any target upon resolution. Bingo balanced for the 2036 meta. This part of the bingo card is like just so open to interpretation. Sure, we'll say balanced for the. Oh, we haven't. Gotta get red. I want to be red here. Balanced for the. Where's red? Where will be my red colors? Oh, it's here. Balanced for the 2036 meta. I guess by balanced, we mean it doesn't deal like 5 damage instead of 1 at 0 mana. Also have the option to deal damage over not dealing damage. Missing type for the Dread Cheetah. Oh, I see. So is that on the bingo card as well? Let's take a look at the bingo card. There's a lot of missing stuff all over the place. AI. Type? Did it talk about drop new keyword? Refuses to elaborate. I don't see it here. If that's okay, so if there's a bingo thing, just let me know with the bingo. But I don't see it over here. Oh, flying players a card. Oh, missing Costa. Oh, this is so open. That was definitely gonna get hit no matter what. Yeah, the lower right. Thank you so much, my Zyber Nation. Put only these in your deck. Well, you're going to be limited to, well, 4. 1 if you're a commander player. All right, it's doable. It's not illegal at all. It is so broken, though. Like, every deck should play this card. Imagine this in a prowess deck with Swift Spear, Slick Shot, Slick Shot Show Off, and all the other stupid... Kiln Fiend. Imagine this in a Kiln Fiend deck. Because you, buff up the Kiln Fiend. You buff up your Slick Shot for free while still drawing cards. It's a super lava dart, as far as I'm concerned. Well, you cannot May draw a card, okay? So you're going to be drawing that card no matter what. And you're going to be triggering those prowess as well. Moving on, we got the Fatraphobal. I have no idea what the hell I'm reading here. It is a 4-mana... enchantment human warrior. You can't be regenerated. Normally I can. Thank you very much. Under normal conditions, the player at the table cannot be regenerated. Yeah, no, the statement has never been truer. You will already be dead. Your death on the stack does not change. Imagine we could actually regenerate ourselves. There are a few cards that emulate that. Like, okay, if you would die, give yourself 1 to 5 life, and this scenario happens. But that's the closest thing we've got to it. The player is the card. If we can make ourselves a card. Bingo. AI revives a retired mechanic. Is regenerate? Did they regenerate retired? I don't believe that. I think it's lingering on. But I'll let everyone vote on that. I know one Hearthstone card that kind of regenerates the player. Unrelated note, by the way. I think there's a few Magic the Gathering cards that basically do the same thing. If you would die, you know what? You're not dead. But you know what? You're not going to be happy about it either. There's a cost to regenerate you, you know? Can't regenerate isn't evergreen anymore? It's not evergreen. What happened? What happened? It revived. If we're gonna call, I feel like this is still too young. I don't know this bingo card very well. Okay, AI. Where is it? I saw AI revives a retired mechanic. Not in rotation since Oath of Gatewatch. Ooh, that was a long time ago. Mostly a supplemental set for the most part. Yeah, like Dredge and so on. Huge super chat from Non Mea Culpa. The AI streams are back. We are all back. Hopefully we're having a lot of fun. Body is still warm on regenerate. It's not completely dead. Wolverine had regenerate from last year. Yeah, I mean, but, they bring back... in my mind, it's the AI is bringing back a mechanic that is genuinely dead. It's from a long time ago. I don't know, Ripple or some crap like that. You know what I mean? Okay, next up. Let's... anyway, it's legal. It's stupid, but it's legal. You can't be regenerated. Which is basically, nothing changed in the game. Okay, we got... We Read Plains. This is a 3-mana enchantment siren carry. What the hell? Whenever you cast this spell, no only as a sorcery. Yeah, no. No is good. Bingo card does nothing. No, it's trying to do something, but it just doesn't work. You could actually no. You know what? This card you could say does nothing. I'll give you this one actually. The last card does nothing. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Card does nothing. Yeah, I could give you this last one because it doesn't do anything. This one doesn't do anything. This one it might do something. We just don't know what it is. We do not speak the language of coding that the AI does. They're speaking at a high level that we just do not understand. You ever seen any of those videos of them, like two AIs communicating on another wavelength? It's like beep boop 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 boop, beep boop 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 boop, beep boop boop boop. That's what they're doing over here. Human beings do not understand. Can only know at sorcery speed. It's undefined. Anything divided by 0. What is it? Chicanary ensues? I don't get it. Great OOC clip right there. Oh yeah, the beep boop. Is this card give up halfway? No, not really. There wasn't even 1/4 of a way. It barely used any of the text box. They forgot to finish the card. It's still in beta. It's still in alpha at this point. I only know at instant speed. Oh, that is great, actually. When you cast a spell, no, only at sorcery speed. I usually say, you know what? I also am a connoisseur of saying no at instant speed, you might say. When you cast the spell as an instant, no, only as a sorcery. Still freaks me out that they make up their own language to talk about us without us able to understand. That's how the world ends. Well, that's one prediction. I would say yes. Sorry, no, not yes. No to this card. Doesn't make enough sense. It's enchantment. It made its own card type up. Sorry, no, an enchantment subtype. This meant to say you can only counterspell at sorcery speed. And if that was true, it would also be a card that does nothing. Completely worthless. Worthless nonsense. Moving on. That was a bunch of cloud poo back there. Okay, we got the Dark Water. This is a 6-mana 4/3 Eldrazi crab. Flash. Affinity for unprevented damage. What? How can I spend unprevented damage to cast this card? All fighters you control have indestructible. And now it's like taking terms from other card games or other like video games in general. 10 out of 10 art. It was made with art is Cocoa Mix. Oh, literally one of the designers. Did they do it by hand? You think this is innovative? What do you see here? Affinity I don't know. How do you spend? Oh, I see. Okay, no, you can spend the unprevented damage. Okay, so affinity. So what? Like if I take 2 damage, then it just costs me 2 less to cast this card. So I can spend. I just play 4 mana. Cast this after 2 damage is dealt. It only for 4. Yeah. Okay. You know what? You guys are right. The AI did figure something out now. Affinity for unprevented damage is unexplored. Unexplored design space. Here, let's look. Is there something called unexplored design space? Unexplored design space. You got it right. Bingo, cute art. Okay, you know what? You know what? It is actually pretty cute. It's not bad, and it's original too. I don't think that was made with any AI. I don't think it was made with any AI models. The art is simple too. What else can we say? It's at flash. Do you know what's interesting? It's at flash speed. So the opponent will never know if you have this thing in your hand. It's like, oh, you want to deal 2 damage to me, buddy? Are you sure about that? You want to shock me? Are you sure you want to get in with that grizzly bear? Well, you're going to regret it because that now lets me play my dark water. And then all fighters you control have indestructible. This thing isn't even a fighter in itself. Is there a creature type called fighter? Flavor Fail is an Eldrazi but have color. It's true actually. It is quite the Flavor Fail. Okay, everything. It's legal actually. It's hilarious. It's completely legal. There's nothing illegal about this card. We don't know what fighters are, but that easily can be a creature type. The first one wasn't enough for a wall of text. It's too far from now. You're just gonna have to choose another wall of text. Don't worry, I can almost promise you there's gonna be another one. Okay, Keys Hollow. This is a 5-mana 4/5 Sneak Beast. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. unless you pay X, where X is the number of turns, and then destroy any number of lands. What? That is broken. I don't... Sacrifice a creature unless you pay X, which could be 0, where X is the number of turns. Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. I guess the turns that have happened already. So... do I have to pay? So, okay, question. If I pay for this thing, do I get the effect at the end? It looks like if I pay the effect, I get to destroy all the lands. Nobody has lands. Nobody has lands. You get to choose who has the lands. Whoever has the keys hollow has the power. Is this cumulative upkeep? I think sort of, but based on just how many turns have been in the game, pay X where X is the number of turns. I assume it's like counting turns since the beginning of the game starting. Otherwise, it would be cumulative upkeep. I don't think it's counting the turns since it's been in play. It might be more specific about that. The destruction of the lands have nothing to do with the condition. You just do it. Well, no, okay. Well, but at the very least, it looks like at the beginning of your upkeep, blah 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 blah. Because it's not in a separate paragraph. It's in the same paragraph, right? Completely in the same paragraph. Seems easier to just sack the creature. Sacrifice a creature. Yeah, you know what? That's true. Why don't we just sack the damn thing? What do we need the creature for? It's better than understanding this card. And we only have to sacrifice one creature anyhow. Yeah, but you do it regardless of whether you pay or unless you pay X where... Oh, that's true. There's like no downside to this thing. Being rep sacrifice unless you pay X. Oh no, okay. The downside is you could end up sacrificing the keys hollow at the end. That's the one thing. That's the one thing that could happen. So if you have like no creatures left, you can end up sacking your keys hollow, but not before you like you completely wipe out everyone's land. The power of God in the hands of the keys hollow. Oh yeah, you can Armageddon every upkeep. At the beginning of your upkeep, you do this, and like, if your opponent doesn't have mana rocks or like mana dorks of some sort, they're screwed. They're completely dead. Land destruction with extra steps. If the opponent goes first, is your first turn considered turn 1 or turn 2? No, it would be considered turn 1. So everyone has like a turn 1, then everyone has a turn 2. That's how the rotation works. I've seen more It Danger card. It's like a perpetual Armageddon, but you still have to spend 5 mana for it. I've seen more It Danger cards. It's strong though. It's very, very strong. Have fun arguing about which turn it is when this gets played late game, because I know nobody is counting. No, it's true. Now imagine another thing. Imagine, just like Storm. Let's say someone has Storm in their deck, and as they cast spells, they have a dice to keep track. So then you're like, oh, this person is playing Storm. Imagine the same dynamic with Keys Hollow. So like at the beginning of the game, everyone's like, okay, one turn has passed. Okay, what? Our second turn has passed, and then all of a sudden everyone realizes, oh my god, this son of a bee has Keys Hollow in their deck. You can only be counting your turn for one reason and one reason alone. It's Keys Hollow. We have not talked about the rules for 5 minutes. The stream has barely started. Turn 5, play this on curve. Turn 6, you cannot pay. Turn 7, you cannot pay. Turn 7. Oh no, well, you just start sacking creatures. And you know what? Probably you'll be far ahead winning by the point that you have to sacrifice this thing. Okay, legal. Very stupid, though. Too stupid. Next up, we've got the Forsoon Sturge. It's a 4-mana enchantment. But for 0, each player reveals a card at random from their hand. It's basically just show me your hand. But what's funny, because it's random, there's a chance. The slimmest chances of all chances. This is the most, actually, now I think about it, this is the most annoying telepathy of all time. Because someone could be really stubborn and be like, okay, I'm not showing your hand. You have to choose these cards at random. And you know what? If you If you never figure out exactly the number of cards, what's in my hand, then you never figure it out. You can do, well, you can't do this for forever because within the Magic the Gathering rules, at some point you have to move the game forward. If you don't, you lose. You wouldn't be allowed to shortcut this. I mean, theoretically, someone could just say, hey, you have to keep rolling dice until you're comfortable about what's in my hand. I mean, ideally, the opponents just show you their hand, but someone could be like, no, you roll. You keep rolling, and you keep figuring it out, and you keep doing it as many times until you think you know what's in my hand. Because what if I have doubles or triples of a certain card? Let's say an island. Let's say I have 3 islands in my hand, and a remand and a force negation, and my opponent hits island, but then they hit island again. They're like, well, I hit that card already. I want to see the other 2 cards in their hand, in my hand. And it's possible that it's actually even more possible if I have 2 islands and 3 cards that my opponent might keep flipping over and over again. I don't know how the dynamic is going to work. Yeah, it's not once per turn, just activate infinite number of times. Boot from playgroup. Get that thing out of here! Forsoon Sturge in your deck? It sounds like you're not going to hear the sounds of our meetings when we come play games every week. Are there any cards that trigger on reveals? Maybe? I don't know. I've certainly never built a deck around that. Perfect in my Griefing Teferi's puzzle box deck. I have no idea how that's going to work in that thing. Okay, Zero, you can shuffle your hand and ask how many cards your opponent has in their hand. I don't get it. Craig says, I'm sure this goes infinite with something useful, but I don't know what. I'm sure this is exactly what everyone's thinking. Like, this has to go infinite. It has to do something. And if not today, maybe one day, I'm going to speculate on this thing and buy a play set before it becomes, before it gets broken. Or before someone finds the combo. Oh yeah, to look at a card. Do we have look at it on the bingo card? This is a super look at it card. No look at it. That's funny. Just doesn't exist. It's a mess practically speaking. It's a mess practically speaking, especially if someone forces you to execute the card. And you have to do it for every single player at the table. A joke about annoying players that keep asking how many cards in hand while compulsively shuffling. That's true too. This card on Arena would be hella dumb. You know what? It would be it would actually be a lot better on Arena, because on Arena they would just automatically randomly show you a card, randomly show you a card. So I'm sure you could just activate over and over and over. You could activate 10 times and then you or even 20 times, and then Arena shows you 20 reveals, and you'd be like, okay, I have a pretty good idea what's in their hand. This makes Crackdown Construct infinitely large. I don't know what that card is, but I believe you. Okay, interesting card. Very, very interesting. Very good discussion, chat. Priest of Strife. This is a 5-mana, 6/1 human warrior. Now, when this creature enters, draw a card, then you may cast a card from your hand without paying its mana cost. What? What? 5 mana. So basically, it's a Through the Breach. It's well, it's even better than Through the Breach because the card is permanently on the battlefield. So basically, 5 mana, you can cast anything you want in your deck, or anything that's in your hand. Max speed. I had no idea that we were in a race. For 4 mana, return another target creature or battlefield to its owner's hand. All right, well, it sort of fell off there at the end over there. Why does it say submission by? Because some people generated the cards. So it sometimes acknowledges the person that generated it. Yeah, we're bouncing the battlefields now. My friends, we're bouncing battlefields. Make sure it's a good battlefield. It feels like I'm bouncing one of those planes from Plane Chase. Yeah, exactly. Or even that, like Von Ranger's like, well, battle is technically a card type. Card type I'm actually quite disturbed by. I really don't like that it exists. But that's a battle, not a battlefield. Return the battlefield to your hand, not the cards in it. But then what am I going to do with this battlefield in my hand? The power of the battlefield. It's like Cyclonic Rift with less words. I don't know. Is it a yeet? Or what is a yeet? I don't know. Okay, so I think this card is just confused. So I am we're just gonna move on. The Human Warrior was a little high on something. Next up, we've got Toa's Cyclops. Why is Coco Mix doing so many arts here? For a land, it's tap, add a colorless. And for 3 mana tap all islands. Oh, this is very interesting. Especially since green... Oh, actually, no, it's a bit weird now. Because black and white, they're friends with blue. So why tap all the islands? This is sick. This is like the ultimate Rishadan port to blue decks and control decks. Cool art for the effect. It's because it's a dam. Keeping that water under control. Your river don't flow like it used to. Combo with Floodmen? I don't even know what that is. Perfect for decks that hate untapped blue mana. Yeah, you can do it at instant speed. End of turn. I think we're going to tap all your islands. I mean, joke is going to be on... It's not really my worst nightmare, to be honest. I'm prepared. I got my Ether Vial. You know what? Odawara, Soaring City, technically not an island. Minamo, technically not an island. Then we got Cavern of Souls. We have Castle Vantris, Mutavault. There's a lot of cards that add blue mana, not islands. So bring on your Teo Cyclops, I say. Bring it on. Abzan hates... that's the thing of the Abzan? I would think Gruul hates islands. Those are enemy colors of blue. 4-color Merfolk Island Walk Easy, yeah. This is meant for a draw go with Morphling from 1997. Well, I mean, what, in Abzan colors? Or maybe a 5-color control deck of some sort? It's cool! I think it's really cool. It's a Quasar Kant Kano's Watch. The flavor text isn't there, but you know what? The flavor text has nothing to do with the actual text. Here's a choke land. Yeah, Stormy Cat says it's like a choke land. If anything, well, okay. In some ways, it's more fair than choke. In some ways, it's unfair. Back then, they had... I mean, if you just played choke, that was permanent. That wasn't going away. I never got to untap my lands at all. But with this, you got the blue player at least gets to untap their lands and has some actions. And not to mention, back in the day, this card probably was more vulnerable than Choke was because of Wasteland and Strip Mine and so on. So there are actually there was a variety of answers to deal with non-basic lands. A little bit more harassing for a blue deck to deal with Choke, in my opinion. 150 viewers. Yes, everyone loves the AI shows. Give some likes, people. And you know what? You're gonna like what I have to say. We're gonna take a look at way more of these AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards, but we do have to thank our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com. You like AI-generated cards, well, you also like real-generated cards made by human beings, and it's super important because that's how I still play the game, with buying booster packs from Avatar: The Last Airbender and singles. Not to mention, you can get singles of all sets. Fusion Gaming's got the stock for you to play Commander, Modern, Pioneer, Standard, Legacy, and more. Don't forget, however, to use coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get 5% off all your purchases. Supports the channel and gets yourself a discount. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic on Magic Online, the digital client where you can play all paper formats digitally. Whether it be Commander, one-on-one Commander, Standard, Pioneer, Modern, Legacy, Vintage. But you don't need to own every single card. You just rent them all with Mana Traders. You can support the channel renting using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or use coupon code Nikachu_JUP for 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription. And let's back to these weird AI-generated cards. All right, what are we looking at next? We got the Lego Mance Fanny. The hell is that? It's a well, okay, for 0 mana, it's basically a wall. A 0 mana 0/6. It's a sliver. All Sliver creatures get +1/+1. Wow. Slivers got ripped off right at the last second. It's like, why are you joining the Slivers? It's like switching religions here. A sliver ends up helping a completely different creature type. Yeah, the Sliver. What do we think? Slivers are better or worse than actual slivers? Or maybe the Slivers go back. Maybe it says all slivers. I bet slivers are going back to what slivers used to be, because the old slivers gave the ability to all creatures, but then in the future they changed it so that slivers only gave the buff to your own creatures, which is stupid, because that's what's made slivers. There's your dead mechanic. Oh, like giving global lording to everything. Unleash Warak. I have no idea who the hell that is. Converge. Remove any number of +1/+1 counters from this permanent this turn. That is just strange. Remove any number of +1. Why would I want to do that? When would I be in danger if I do that? It's not even what Converge does. Oh, is it? Someone did they lie? Well, I think there's a bingo spot for that. Is it? Okay, I thought there was a spot for like got the keyword wrong or something. Converge for each color of mana spent to cast it. Well, we don't have that now, do we? That wasn't the AI's interpretation of Converge. Give an Undying from another fake sliver, then remove the +1/+1 counters, then profit, and then rinse and repeat. Converge is a real mechanic. Example is a real card with this mechanic is Bring to Light. Oh, right! You get a payoff for the more colors spent to cast the spell. That's correct. AI gave up halfway. Well, no, the AI gave up immediately. There's no such thing as a sliver. I don't know what Unleash Warak is. And then the last thing is busted and broken. It was the AI gave up instantaneously. Gave up before the race started. And it was a one-legged race for that AI. Okay, we got Nobgroon Entity. This is a 3-mana 2/1 angel with indestructible. As long as your devotion to blue is less than 5, Nobgroon Entity isn't a creature. This is a bit weird. A devotion card of a separate color that you need devotion for. A red card where you need blue devotion. That is so unusual. I guess it's like some sort of... I mean, they did... No, I don't think they messed around with this at all. I mean, it's technically like an Is It card. Okay, so, black... And now it's mentioning black creatures? Black creatures you control get +1/+0 for each creature you control. What the hell is going on here? So, like, screw the blue. That's, like, so much work for nothing. Just, wow, I need 5 devotion to blue just to have a 2/1 indestructible. Just have it as a 3-mana enchantment that buffs my entire creature team. A lot of people seem to like this card. The card is dope. The Angel of Rats. Oh, for the relentless rat crowd. It's a Grixis card. A lot of new design space. It has no type if you don't have devotion. What's just I guess so. I never thought about that. So like all the other gods were enchantments? I thought some gods were just creatures. Oh, I guess they were creatures, but they didn't have to be made into creatures. Angel that doesn't fly. It's not the first one, that's for sure. It's not going to be the last. Next, like, I love this one. And untyped permanents are really hard to get rid of. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Destroy target creature? Destroy target artifact? An enchantment? Nope. Planeswalker? Nope. I'm just a random permanent on the battlefield. The unnamed permanents. You guys want to print this card? Alright, this is our first printable card. We can print the Nobgroon Entity. We don't even know what kind of entity it is. Gods are enchantments, enchantment creatures, so it could. I don't think all the gods were enchantments. I think most of the gods were enchantments. Yeah, entity indeed. A creepy entity at that. All right, moving on. We got Purstry. This is a 3-mana artifact. Players can't cast non-creature spells. Spells cost 1 less to cast for each card discarded this way. Well, we didn't discard a card, though. Tap. Your life total becomes 4. In what world do I want to do this? What, so I can... What is it? There's like an enchantment called like Last Chance or something like that. Turn, not way. Hold on. Okay, players can't cast non-creature spells. Spells cost 1 less to cast for each card discarded this turn. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh yeah, I misread the card. Plays. Okay, so this is crazy. So we're shutting off almost everything. We're just going back to the basics. If we play the Purstry, then it's back to creatures. Creatures are us. Donate Mirror Gallery and profit. And its spells cost 1 less. And by spell, I mean, I'm assuming it means the creatures. For each card discarded this turn. Just never activate the damn thing. It might, maybe a Death Shadow card. 4 is a low life total even for the Death Shadow players. Yeah, they're toads. Use it with Tree of Perdition. Well, I don't know. What would that do? I shrunk my life total just so that I could, like, shrink my Tree of Perdition. Aren't I just still playing with myself and screwing me over? What's going on in the art of the card? I think there is a scroll, a bonfire, and some souls escaping. Something like that. That's a good question. I have no certainty about what's going on in that art. Wheel/windfall, then chaos ensues. But players can't cast non-creature spells. You can't do that. I mean, you can still discard cards through creature abilities that are on the battlefield, right? What was the card that exchanged life total with the opponent, but you can't play it since it's not a creature spell? I don't know. Play this with Mr. Negative. Oh, is that a card that could work? I'm not going to look up Mr. Negative all of a sudden. Or maybe I will. Mr. Negative. Alright, we've got a... Let me show everybody what I got here. Where's Mr. Negative? Mr. Negative is here. This is a 7-mana 5/5. It's got Dark Force Inversion. When Mr. Negative enters, you may exchange life totals with target opponent. If you lost life this way, draw that many cards. Sick! But we're not going to lose life. We're going to gain life. We're going to gain more life than you could possibly imagine. Mr. Negative is creepy as F, in my opinion. Okay, this card is... It's actually completely legal. I hope it's not too strong, though. It's good for old MTG rules where you could get to negative life, then tap this, go back to 4. I guess so. These days, you can go to 1 and go to 4. It's a weird form of life gain. The Druid's Apprentice. This is a 2-mana golem as an enchantment, which is strange. Aren't most golems artifacts? Okay, we can equip for 3. It already doesn't make any sense. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and can't be blocked. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. That player reveals this card and reveal it. Oh, that's a very look at it card. I'd like you to look at it and look at it again. Maybe I'd like to remind you I draw cards off this card. That creature gains whenever this... So I can gain my creature an ability by just showing you my card. That creature gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or battle. Copy the card. For each look at the top 5 cards of your library, then investigate. But then I can give this card Reveals just twice just because. It's not just that. Like, you can reveal an infinite number of times and then just stack this ability and then investigate a bazillion times. It's broken! The most broken... I don't even know how this works. So is it like it's like some mix between an aura and an equipment. So it starts off as an enchantment, but then we're going to equip it. And once we equip it, it's like an aura all of a sudden. I like that. Stroke simulator. Get arrested for expose. Do we expose ourselves here? That player reveals this card and reveal it. I'm going to reveal as much as I want around this card. The last part is all word salad. I think this whole card is word salad. We can give this the AI gave up halfway vote. AI gave up halfway. It almost made sense. Maybe I should take it back. It didn't make sense since the beginning. I take it back. The AI did, like, equipping on an enchantment is a bunch of nonsense. Chaos ensued. Okay, we can say chaos ensued out of all this. This is a chaos ensue card. I'm good with that. Moving on. We got tree. Oh, by the way, I just want to acknowledge the second big super chat in the house. We need a 2-hour AI stream because we missed Nikachu. Sure, we can have a 2-hour AI stream. Yeah, sure we can. Okay, we have a treats. I hope my cat didn't hear that. Treats of Bone Clades is a 4-mana equipment. All right, this is an equipment, and equips for 6. Equipped creature gets +2/+1 and has vigilance. As long as equipped creature is a human, it gets an additional plus EED poted. This is a card that gave up halfway. It did in fact give up halfway. The first half was quite acceptable. We always celebrate when the AI screws up. What is going on here? What is this? Plus EED poted. Don't forget them poteds. Bingo, drop new keyword, refuses to elaborate. Where is that? No, there's no keyword here. Gets an additional plus EE poted. I mean, I would assume for... Oh, I don't even know what they mean by this. It could have been a number, for all I know. Average human support card. We're looking for something. We're looking for a keyword like it says blarg, and that's it. It's got blarg, or it's got blarg 2, and doesn't say anything else about it. I love to be poted in the first place. Hexadecimal number? Is that what this means? Plus EED? I'm Googling this. Plus EED. What Google's up? Polycomb protein EED. European Endowment for Democracy. Okay, I'm done. That's enough Googling for me today, chat. It is diblicking around. Cocoa Mix, welcome. Did you do the drawing for everything? There's like there's a bunch of drawings. Hey, we're done with this one. Next with Urza's Sky Warranted. This is a 3-mana 3/1 human druid. All creatures have Fartifice for creature defending player controls. And target land becomes an artifact creature's abilities, and its toughness becomes astinged with a token of the chosen color. It's definitely there was a lot of words in there that didn't make any sense. That's correct. That's right, KenCon. Fart. You read the word fart correctly. The new favorite key, the Fartifice. This whole card is Fartifice. The Fartificer sounds like an unset creature type. Behold the Fartificer. Power so strong, so stinky. It's like it's almost like the B. It could describe like the BO of somebody at a local game store. They try to use that BO against you. They use it as a weapon. And you know you have to use back as a weapon? Soap. You bring a bar of soap with you. Scare them. Artificer who likes baked beans too much. What else? What gives you gas? Baked beans. Shoot, I think beans is the only thing I can think of. Maybe a lot of milk, if you're lactose intolerant. I'm like in that category. Do you not create said fart? I'm not sure. Febreze for the win. Some people are just straight up allergic to Febreze. It'll like kill them. Okay, the fart fist combos with half mana for the donkeys. Oh, cabbage. Kimchi? I guess that's why I stay away from kimchi. Red lobster. Ooh. Actually, yeah, a lot of shellfish actually gives me a lot of gas and diarrhea. Bean soda. So soda for me, it'll only give me gas if I don't burp up the carbonation. Like if you want to swallow the carbonation, then I mean that's just a death sentence. I can just feel bloated for days until it goes out the other way. It's awful. I have like a system. I have to eat my food first, drink the soda at the end, because otherwise like the food traps the gas and like pushes it along. Like, ugh, nope, that's not for me. I love how we just disregarded the cards so quick and just start talking about farts. Yep. We get to be like 12 years old all over again. We don't all know each other super well. Very distant on the internet. It's all fair game at this point. Dried plums, it's possible. Burp is the reversed fart. That is correct. It's the inverted fart. It smells not great, but a hell lot better going up that way than the other way. That's for sure. Chocolate milk gets me gas, but I can't stop. I can only imagine Steve Cooper. I can imagine this raccoon is like, I can't stop drinking this chocolate milk. It's so delicious. So delicious. All right, this card is garbage. Moving on. Captain Rumia, thanks for being in chat. That super chat means we'll look at another card at the end. Okay, we have the Fear Walker's Hot. This is a black, blue saga, 3 chapters. They're all the same. Target opponent gains control of all lands. Good God! And how does this benefit us? How does this benefit us at all? Yeah, it's like the ultimate Kingmaker card. Okay, you've been picking on me for too long. I'm gonna make sure Bobby is gonna win. Oh, this is a play to lose card. Do we have play to lose on the bingo? Play to lose, baby. Yeah, that's a super play to lose card. Sometimes the idea is not to win. Sometimes the idea is to make sure you don't win. When everything is hopeless, you do know you still have options. And you can still feel happy about the result of the game. Donate target in 1v1 since they have to give it all to you. Oh my God, that's a huge point. Yeah. So if we play this, then we have to immediately donate it. Then you get all the lands. Target opponent. And I'm the only opponent in 60 card formats. Your own hand-drawn art. You're so talented, Coco Mix. Play Mana Barbs first. You know what? I will play Kingmaker. Has anyone ever made like a commander deck that's only based on like king-making somebody? So instead of like group hug, its only purpose is to help one other person win. Float 2 red mana for price of progress. Float. Wait, what? Like Price of Progress is going to be on the battlefield? Can't remember how that card works. Kingmaker sounds like a name for a mobile game. Play Kingmaker. So many have failed. Will you succeed? All right, Fear Walker's hot. Okay, it's a legal card. Nothing illegal about this damn thing. Moving on. We got the Dreamscape Troll. This is a 3-mana 2/4 Phyrexian Kadoji. Oh yeah? It's a big Kadoji over here in Phyrexian world. Tap. This creature deals 1 damage to target creature. When this creature leaves the battlefield, destroy target permanent unless its controller discards their hand and draw 7 cards. How the hell is that supposed to be a disadvantage? It's like, destroy target permanent. All right, are you gonna discard your hand and draw 7 new cards, or are you gonna let your permanent die? Yeah, I don't think it's balanced either. We target ourselves? Destroy target permanent. Like, yeah, we can target our own permanent. Yeah, we broke it, chat. We broke it. We just target our own thing, and then basically we win. It's a super troll card. Yeah, we are a player. We can target our own permanents. Joke's on everyone else. Do you know what? Do I want to blow up my own card, or do I maybe want to discard my hand and draw 7 cards? You know what? It's a tough decision, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I think I'm going to discard my hand and draw 7. I just loved my 1-card hand so much. Well, you want to blink? You want to blink this thing with Deadeye Navigator? Seaman Vader bringing back Price of Progress. Price of Progress deals damage equal to. Oh, I get it. Oh, it was an I forgot. I thought Price of Progress was a sort enchantment for some reason. So the deal is you're gonna float mana, give everyone your lands, and then hopefully shoot them after that. But like, if you're a Price of Progress deck, I think you actually have mostly basic lands, so nothing changes. Price of Progress is mostly in like a mono mountain, usually in a mono mountain burn deck. We want to print this card. This card's a bit. I think this card's a bit broken. I think this card's a little strong. Like, it's a 3-mana 2/4. You do have to blow it up somehow. When it leaves the battlefield, so like through blink, you could destroy it yourself. You could bounce it. It's like when it leaves. This is card. Oh, I guess if you bounce it, you'll end up discarding it. Too slow for vintage. Don't underestimate vintage. Okay, I'll tell you this much. It's probably too much of a hassle for vintage. They won't even like acknowledge this card. It's just too hard to make work. What if someone played Into the Infinite? I do not know. Print it, only give it to me. No, we're not gonna do that. Okay, I think. Okay, it's a legal card. And that's how we're gonna judge this thing, but it's pretty broken. Kandoji are names of real historical figures, according to Google. Wow, look at that. The AI is not making stuff up. When it has a weird flavor text, it could be anything. It could be an actual card. Okay, next up, this is Scrapier. It's a Scrapier. Scrapier is a 3-mana 6/4 dragon, and the creature is a dragon. 11th, Battle Mind. When this creature enters, target player may put creature on the bottom of its owner's library. That sounds like some sort of shorthand we're going to experience like in very short period of time, where it's like, don't even say the word target. Just say you put it somewhere. That's it. Gotta fit more space on those cards. At the beginning of each combat, each enchantment deals 7 damage to target player planeswalker. Holy cow! Finally, Enchantress found their win condition. Each combat. Beginning of each combat, which is very funny. So you actually have the room to play enchantments on your main phase and go to the combat step. Oh, it's the bottom of hand? When this creature enters, target player may put creature on the bottom of its owner's hand. What the? It doesn't even do anything. That's true. Okay. I just assumed library because that's the only logical thing that you would do. Shrine decks became more annoying. Shrine decks finally became winning. Those poor shrine decks, they just never had like a win condition, and boom. And then now we got the scrap here over there coming to save them. The super glue to the entire shrine archetype. Even the opponent's enchantment shoot you back. You must balance it on the bottom of your hand. Yeah, apparently. Assuming logical stuff from AI. Yeah, I know. That's my bad. Okay, hold on. The 11th battle mind. When this creature enters, target player may put creature on the bottom of its owner's hand. And also, it's a may, so they actually don't need to do it. They could just ignore 11th battle mind. Hold on. Does this affect them? Hold on. Can this put cards back in your hand? Is that the idea? So when this enters the battlefield, I can target myself, and I can put a creature, I suppose a creature in play, on the bottom of my hand. Or if someone donated me a detrimental creature, I can put it back on the bottom of my opponent's hand. Return the last card. Trigger the leaves the battlefield effect. Oh my god. The AI the deck is building itself at this point. Bottom of your own hand makes sense in paper magic. You hold cards in your hand. You may stick one card to the back side of your hand. This does not count for a 7-card in-hand limit. I don't think that's what they mean by that. I don't think that means... Yeah, you have to keep track of hand order. Well, only for that one card. So yeah, I guess that one card is public information. That's weird. Finally, we used to have graveyard order. Now we've got hand order. The top of the hand, the bottom of the hand. Okay, I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna allow it. As stupid as this card is. And we've seen a lot of stupid cards today. All the path of Lord Death. Oh, do I have a dangerous sound effect? I don't. Behold Lord Death. It's a construct. It's also an elf, apparently. Or sorry, no, it has the ability called Elf. The elf ability. Each creature you control enters with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature your opponents control. Ooh. Very funny. Funny mechanic. We're gonna elf it up, people. So yeah, very, very much a commander card. Is that an original effect? I don't recall any creature in Commander that gets buffed up by the number of the opponent's creatures. Is it me, or does the set symbol look like a backwards paint roller? No, it looks like a backwards question mark. Yeah, elf has nothing to do with elves. KenCon is highly offended by this one. Okay, it's got okay, the what's it called, the Oracle text, people. The Oracle text. Fallow. World of Doubt City in Much's loyalty. The domestic mechanic priest both time in his oath. And I guess but he failed his oath. Actually plays wells against elves. So he has a card to beat the elves. Well, probably not. What, each creature you control? You probably aren't going to have as many creatures as them. That's why they get so big. But then they go wide usually. Elves, strangely, doesn't play fair very often. They play very unfair. Like, first you're alive and then you're dead. Before you know it, there's like 50 creatures on the battlefield, and then they play Craterhoof Behemoth, and then you die. I think this is a pretty cool card. Okay, this is a cool card. I say it passes. Does it support elves? Not really, because you're the opponents. Your opponents control. Each creature you control enters with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature your opponents control. Correct, yeah. So our creatures enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter for each, like, millions of creatures. So, like, what I'm trying to say is, let's say our opponent has like 1 million elves. And I play a creature and I get a million +1/+1 counters. I'm dead next turn. Like, they're going wide. I'm not surviving that. I, like, always die. Like, the bigger the board the elf player has, the more dead you are, regardless of this effect. Strongest in a go-wide mirror. Dude, it'd be crazy if both sides have an all the path of Lord Death. Both sides have one. Then the chaos will ensue. Fling it? I guess you could. Yeah, this could go. This actually goes well in a fling deck. You're in red, just fling it. Fling it, fling it, fling it, fling it. Okay, we're gonna fling ourselves to Goblin Vessel. It's a 3-mana 1/2 spirit. Whenever this creature deals combat, sorry, where are we here? Oh, we're at the hour mark. All right, so now we're going through super chats. We're gonna go through. Thank you very much, non mea culpa, and because of these super chats, we're gonna look at a big pile of cards. Okay, I'm gonna look through 5, but no guarantee. We might even look at more. Depending on how much energy I have and how much other people have super chatted. Okay, Goblin Vessel. This is a 3-mana 1/2 spirit. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, create what? I feel like we didn't exactly get the end. We didn't get the. You know, it's basically they didn't finish this card off. Bingo, amazing art, bad card. Is it really amazing art? Well, the card, it's not that it's bad, it's just it's incomplete. Create dot. Create what? It's a vessel, but for what? New mechanic, create. I mean, it's possible. That's actually possible. So it's not even asking us to create anything. It's just like it triggers create the mechanic, and it didn't explain it either. Okay, hold on. Did we have that? Drops new keyword, refuses to elaborate. All right, that is on the bingo card. I think it's just a trigger. We hit create. When it deals combat damage to a player, create. What it creates, well, we don't know. AI didn't say so. You know what? Honestly, reading this card is exactly the same as reading actual Magic the Gathering cards in 2025. There's just, like, Earthbend. They don't explain Earthbend on the card. I have to Google the damn thing. We're now living in a world where I have to Google everything. Why do I have to Google so much to understand how my cards work? And on top of that, Google doesn't even give me a clear answer more than half the time, which is really frustrating. I wish Wizards of the Coast had a much clearer Bible on how all the mechanics work. Like, I just want to go straight to the mechanic, and like I just want to, like a dictionary, look up the mechanic like haste, and it just tells me exactly what it does. It's like the early days of MTG where there is no reminder text for most keywords. Create a mechanic where you can pick from a predetermined set of cards to create. Well, we don't know what create does. You should know what create does. About to be autism is just like, just create! Just do it! Okay, well, I am going to technically... I'm gonna disqualify... Well, I shouldn't really disqualify this. Okay, we'll let it pass. We just don't know what create means. Nova McKenzie says, just make it up as you go. Only correct if someone calls you on it. Well, that sounds like some sort of cheatsy McGee level creativity right there. What does create do? Well, let me tell you what create does. It did not actually do that. Next up, we've got, and this is our second super chat, Falconda Unsapple. This is a 2-mana 3/2 wolf. When Falconda Unsapple enters the battlefield, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. Great. Oh, the fleshes have been reached! Chief Lord, very quick to mention, this is just a big wall of text. All right, it's a big wall. Where's our wall of text here? Well, the wall of text has been completed. And let's not forget that there is a free slot here, which would add nothing. But whatever, we know it exists. Okay, It's actually so small, I gotta look at it closely. Falconda Unsapple enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each color among permanents you control. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Falconda Unsapple, and for 1 mana, sacrifice it. Target creature gets -8/-0 until end of turn. It's got like just a bunch of mediocre abilities attached to a 2 mana 3/2 body. We can exile creature cards from the graveyard for each color among permanents you control. Well, I guess it can be enormous if you've got like 5 colors on the battlefield. It could be huge. Here's the real converge mechanic. Or I guess not. That's still not converge. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1. This is just a big... It's like a giant Tarmogoyf, really. It's just meant to be like 2 mana big. Big 2 mana creature. You strong boy, you grow fast. Eat your dinner. Bro, the flesh is there a fleshes reached reference? Chat. There is. Why am I grabbing things? The fleshes have been reached. Some people are like, what the hell is the flesh has been reached? We should almost make a rule that we're not even going to explain these keywords anymore, or what anything means. They just sort of have to figure it out on your own. You got to absorb it like osmosis. Okay, the card is completely legal. It was legal from beginning to end. Color Pie Break is a free space. Oh, is that the free space? That just says free slot, just says nothing. Next up, third card in the super chat. We have the Front Maker. Double colorless, 3 generic for an enchantment. Players play with their hands on the battlefield. What does that mean? So, like, what? We don't have to cast anything anymore? We just draw it and put it directly in play? It's not like they're being revealed. It's like, okay, it's just all on the battlefield now. That's kind of hard. Oh, the card goes super hard. Seems like a decently cool card, to be honest. The can say F word, but cannot say F word, is it? The Front Maker? I don't get it. This definitely doesn't work. Well, why not? Why can't we, like, just draw a card directly onto the battlefield? And then it's still ETBs. It still has state-based actions. Is the player's actual hand? I don't think it's supposed to be the player's actual hands. I think it's supposed to be, you know, functionally your actual hand. It's supposed to be functionally your Magic the Gathering card's hand. Rakakools are stilled that Thraben's gift has I cross them Academist. Sorry, Academist. Non-permanents die? Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, the instants and sorceries. Okay, I did not even think about that. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's illegal. No, I don't think it wouldn't be free spells. It would just like they can't legally. I think how the rules would be like if they ever enter play, then they have to go back to the zone they were last supposed to be in. That would be legal, which would be in your hand, but it's supposed to be in play, and like the game would just lock up or something. It's close to being an uncard. I mean, they just have to specify like players play with their permanents on the battlefield or something like that. They would get stuck in the library, so no more draws. I think you still draw the card, right? You draw the card to hand, and it just goes directly onto the battlefield. You like the creatures only, please. Mono Green finally has the advantage. Mono Green's gonna come back thanks to this colorless card. All right, sorry, colorless card. You don't woik. You don't woik. Okay, fourth super chat. The card with no name. Good luck, Meddling Mage. Good luck, Pithing Needle. For 4 mana enchantment. Whenever you attack, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Put a... That's not bad. Put a +1/+1 counter on that creature for each spell you've cast this turn. It's fascinating, actually. It's totally legal. Nigher yet to stop Slowel. How cannot watched Geth to walk for scattering as the graves. Holy prowess. Whenever you attack, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Well, you only get 1 token, I think, no matter how many creatures you attack. You declare an attack, you get 1 token for each spell you've cast. So, but you do have to play all your spells before blockers if you want to get the big bonus for a prowess deck, Liquid Soulfly, which then makes your prowess deck a little vulnerable to a random piece of removal, wouldn't you say? I think these flavor texts can pass as inspirational quotes for the truly uninspired. So for the truly uninspirational. The non-permanents will either go to grave or hand. I got multiple +1/+1 from reading the flavor text. Oh my goodness. Oh, you like that one, huh? Nigher yet to stop. How cannot watch get to walk for scattering as the graves. Get a little motivation, a little pep in your step over there. I'm putting that flavor text. What is with this flavor text? I don't get it. I am not getting nearly as much as the entire chat is getting out of this thing. Nigher yet to stop Slowel. How cannot watched get to walk for scattering as the graves. Okay, whatever. People seem to enjoy the damn thing. I like the little mana symbol flags. Shame about the no name. Well, no, I think it's good. Well, okay. So the good news is you cannot be hit by Meddling Mage with this card. And also people cannot name cards to find this card in your deck to exile it. The bad news is you can't tutor it out if you have to name a card. It's clearly a passage from Macbeth. Oh, Macbeth. Okay, next up. The 5th card in the super chat. Foot Twat Minor Theet. Thank you so much for these super chats, non-mea culpa. This is a 3-mana legendary sorcery. Exile target tapped creature, and it's got rebound. Ooh, that is highly unusual for a green-blue card, I would say. Highly unusual. The legendary sorcerer, very unusual type. I believe you need to have a legendary or historic card in play to cast this card. But it does have rebound. Is the rebound free even if you don't have like a legendary card in play or historic card? Yeah, well, the AI sometimes knows what it's doing. Sometimes is a very strong and at the same time a very loose word. Feels like a white card. Probably. Just because it exiles creatures. I don't remember blue or green doing any of these things. It's very jarring to see it on a Simic card. I mean, Oko does more. Yeah, but not exiling. It Oko messes up the board, turning creatures into 3/3s and so on. An interesting part of this card, though, is because it's sorcery and you exile a tap creature, everyone's going to see it coming the second time around. So if you have tap creatures the second time this thing rebounds, you're an idiot. I mean, it was completely face up and you did nothing about it. Vengeance with extra steps. The rebound is a bit balanced since the opponent can play around it. Yeah, 100%. All right. We're in agreement. This card works. Okay, next up, we got Merciless with another 1,000,000 super chats over here. We need a 2-hour AI stream. All right, well, you're helping work on that way. Okay, we're going to look at another 5 cards. Ooh, we got Godo. I feel like, isn't Godo a name of something already? Isn't something named Godo? I'm going to look up. I swear there's a Godo. I guess I'm wrong. Oh no, Godo Bandit Warlord is a card. All right, Godo, what happened? You're a dinosaur now, and apparently you are on fire. You might even be going extinct. Godo is there is a Godo. Anyway, so 9 mana for a 7/7 dino. It's a legendary dino. Vigilance. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. This is outrageously underwhelming for a 9 mana 7/7. We're talking, this is a $20 commander precon level commander. And you also have suspend 8 for 2 mana. Wow, suspend 8, never gonna enter. No, you just play it on turn 2. It is okay, so that means it's part of the Golgari colors. You can build a Golgari deck around this thing. Suspend 8. This thing isn't even going to be available for your next game. Oh my god. Okay, what are your game? What do you guys play? Like Turbo Commander? Nikachu, bingo for the art. Do we have an art space? I think we already got cute art. Cute art has already been nailed. Yeah, suspend. Well, I mean, yeah, like when are we playing our suspend cards? Only on turn 1? But I mean, it's suspend 8. 8. So we need like the game to get to turn 10. And all we have is a 7/7 vigilance creature anyway. Amazing art bad. Okay, you know what? I'll give you the amazing art bad card. And that actually means we have ourselves 1 bingo. So we actually got 1 bingo off. Fascinating, chat. It can be done. It can be done. This is a bit of a fun bingo chart. Needs a bobblehead type. Oh yeah, it is a bobblehead. It's got a little bit of a spring going on over here. Isn't this the same dinosaur from like Toy Story? I can't remember. There was like, oh no, it was a slinky dog. Sorry, it was a slinky dog. This is no dog. It's barely a slinky too. You can play for 9 mana on turn 9, or you can play it for 2 on turn 10. There we go. Be autism, throwing down cold hard math. Okay, next up, Phyrexian Cavalry. A green 1/1 human soldier with ninjutsu of 6 mana. Like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? That's a lot of mana. Whenever Phyrexian Cavalry attacks, return any number of target creatures to their owner's hands. That is insane. Nothing can block this card. Except for hexproof creatures, I suppose. Hexproof and Shroud. Yeah, screw the ninjutsu. Just play this thing on turn 2 and just start attacking like crazy. It is a 1/1 though. It's gonna backfire if you're up against like an ETB deck. I don't know if it dangers so much. It's annoying. That's a strong attack trigger. Okay, I guess there are some decks without removal, they would just fold to this thing. I mean, unless the ETBs has something to say about it. Everyone's like, it dangers, and then Toad is like, it Zybers. And you balance like a billion of your own things for kicks. That's possible. It's possible. That's definitely part of the name of the game. Ninjutsu sadly doesn't trigger this. Yeah, because it's already attacking. Yeah, that's the irony of this card. Has ninjutsu. Just terrible on this card. Just absolutely terrible. Borderline worthless. Just in case you need to. I mean, the only purpose of ninjutsu is to sneak it under counter magic, but it's like a 2-drop. You can just play it on turn 2. You probably sneak under most counter magic. The ninjutsu is useless since it would miss the attack trigger. Completely bypass it. It's correct, Solfim. Has Jitsu never... Yeah, never use it. Probably. I like this card. I think in some sick world, I think it's fine. It's not even that big of a creature. It's a 1/1. Return any number of target creatures. Oh, but it's any number. Okay. But it's not it danger like the rest of these cards. Nikachu, I haven't been around in a while and you went on vacation. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you as well, David Sampson. Welcome back. We're all back. We're all back for the holiday season. We gotta stick together around here. Cybers is when you're playing the it danger card. That's very funny. It does die to basically everything except blockers. That's the only problem. Okay, I'm giving it the go ahead, and I'm not gonna say it Zybers. I'm not gonna say it dangers. How many cards has this been? That was the second one. All right, third card. Third card we have, was it Barrington Grigg, a 2-mana 1/2 human cleric. When Barrington Grigg enters the battlefield, you get double energy. Whenever Barrington Grigg attacks, you may... What are we going to do with this energy? When it attacks, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. What? What is with this free stuff? At the beginning of your upkeep, Barrington Grigg deals 2 damage to each opponent. That's a lot. Barrington Grigg enters the bat. So the bat is like, I don't know, what? The Batmobile? It's like talking about it like we're entering the dungeon or something. It's pretty broken. It's pretty damn strong. And we get energy too. It's an energy producer. Man, what set did this thing come out of? Kaladesh? It ran out of space on the card. Yeah, I know. Can't explain what the bat is. Becomes Batman. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Sick pervert trying to enter a bat. Animal abuse. I doubt it. It's probably a very big bat. It's probably a machine too. What's it with you people? What's the first thing you guys are all thinking of? This is not the first thing I was thinking of when I was thinking of entering the bat. Yeah, you're entering the dungeon. I'm entering the bat. We are not the same. Oh my god. 2026 mechanical spoiler. Enter the bat. Everyone's losing their minds. Okay, this card, okay, it's technically legal, but I think it's a stupid card because of the sorcery thing. But every single time we attack, we get free spells. This card's probably broken, too. Liquid Sulfide is like, it's got energy! Just ban it! Even though it doesn't use energy for anything. Next up, we've got the Ground Raid. A 3-mana artifact. And +1, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. -2, target creature gets +3/+3. And why do we have these loyalty things? Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains hexproof until end of turn. If that creature was also a land, shuffle that creature into its owner's library. So we have an artifact that has abilities, and these abilities... Oh, they're not useless, because one of them is a +1. One of them... Sorry. So this is a +1 that creates the servos, and then we have a -2. Target creature gets +3/+3. Nukes Earthbend. Finally, we're balancing Earthbend here. Definitely a hose. Yeah, definitely a hoser for It's Still a Land. Everyone's like, Earthbend hate. Enough people played against Earthbend to realize, oh my god, how do we get rid of these damn lands? They keep coming back. Yeah, so now we can give the creatures +3/+3. And if that creature is also a land, we shuffle it. So then it's gone for forever. Will this work? It doesn't have loyalty. I think it does. Because I know creatures that are given Planeswalker abilities have will gain the loyalty. It just doesn't... You just can't attack this thing. How do you pay the -2 cost? By going +1/+1 on the artifact. So it starts at 0 loyalty. So you go +1, you'll gain a loyalty to create the servo. And then you keep going plus until you can -2. Look, old boy says it works. That's enough. Would it just be dead immediately? No, because it's not a planeswalker, it's an artifact. That's the funny thing. That's what I thought with the planeswalker creatures. You can't... And on top of that, you can't... I don't know about this. I don't think you can attack the artifact. I think it's like just a better planeswalker. Because I can't attack creatures directly when Agatha's Soul Cauldron gives Grist's abilities to creatures. So I assume that you just can't attack this artifact either. Because you can only attack players or planeswalkers, I think, within the rules. Leon's like, yeah, it's kind of cute, though. It's flavorful because it is flavorful. An artifact where you have to build to its abilities. Correct. It's the Call of Duty Universes Beyond in 2027. Oh yeah, the ground raid. I don't know. Have I ever played a Call of Duty game? I probably should. I haven't played a first-person shooter in so long. Like, what's like the de facto first-person shooter that you're supposed to play? I think I was gonna download not Fortnite. What is the one that League of Riot Games owns? I think I was gonna download the one from Riot's Games, and it was like 50 gigabytes, and I'm like, I don't have space on my, or it was something enormous, and I'm like, I don't have space on my computer for this damn thing. Valorant, that's what it was. Because I downloaded League of Legends, and then I didn't even really play it. I didn't play it. I thought it was like a fast game. It turned out it was like a really slow game. I was like, you know what? That's not what I'm looking for in my life right now. I want more fast-paced games. And I miss first-person shooters too. Okay, we're going to move on to Spunkweed. Spunkweed Catacombs. 0 mana artifact, tap for a red, sacrifice Spunkweed Catacombs, add green and a white. Okay, first, it's broken! It's literally a power crept Mox. 100. We can add, actually, it's a Lotus. No, it's a Mox Ruby Lotus. Because we can tap for the red, and then we can sack the rest of it for the other colors. We get 3 mana in this 0 mana card. It's completely busted. Okay, we've got we have here. Where is it? It danger. It danger big time. What is the color combo called? Selesn? No, not Selesnya. Naya. That's what it is. Naya. But the real question is, what was it named in that gangster set? I love the names in the gangster set. I can't remember what, though. What is green, red, white in the gangster MTG set? Google's smart. It's going to find the... In the context of the gangster set, Streets of New Capenna, the green, red, white color combination is represented by the Cabaretti. The Cabaretti. Congratulations, Doctor. You're a genius. You actually knew that off the top of your head. I actually think the names in Streets of New Capenna are way more distinguished. For the most part, I like them more. I think I like Naya more than Cabaretti in this one specific instance. The Cabaretti. It sounds too Italian to me. I think that was the point, though. Can be a better Lotus since it adds different mana colors. Oh, absolutely. By default, I think this is better than Lotus. I mean, it's way better because you got Mox. It's a power crept Lotus / Mox because you don't have to sacrifice this thing right off the kicker. If you don't want to, it can just be a Mox and sit there, and then you add the extra mana when you really need to. If this were made, we would have a power 10, or way more than that, because they would have to make the entire cycle, right? So there'd be like, it would be a power 14. You're still half Italian. The Cabaret. So this is your color pie. The Nai is your color pie. But you can't triple black for Necropotence. Oh, boo-hoo. Well, do you know what? There's a solution to that, old boy. You buy Black Lotus, and you enjoy it. It would be insta-banned. Well, it is... Insta-banned is like Mark Rosewater takes your design, crumples it up and then throws it into the garbage. That's insta-banned. Okay, next. Ooh, we've got... Is it... My name's Bond. Bond Veteran. It's a 4-mana instant. Each player secretly chooses a creature. It becomes the creature this turn. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Player cannot become a card. Do we have that on the bingo card? It's like everyone secretly chooses a creature and it becomes that creature. Some people resonate with this card. Player is definitely a card. It becomes the creature. Do we have that? Oh, player is a card. We do actually have that. Oh, and it actually makes a bingo. We have 2 bingos today. Fascinating. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, chat. James, what happened to you? Well, there was a mission he couldn't succeed in. James Bond has, like... I was just thinking, he's been on so many missions. He has the greatest survivor bias of, like, any hero, I think, ever. Like, he is just a frail human being that has managed to dodge every single bullet. Or not almost every single... At least every bullet on any vital. James Bond is a Time Lord? Yeah, probably. Like... He could have died 100 million. I would say his odds of surviving 3 missions the way that he does missions are like 0%. 0% that he can get through 3 missions. And he's already had like, what, 40 of them at this point? There's the theory that James Bond is a fake name that gets passed from 007 to 007. I'd have to look that up. I don't know what that is. There's multiple Bonds, though. Isn't it just an agent designation, or is that just the 007 stuff? Well, at least for the... Until they did the... until they did the reboot, it was the same person. Oh, sorry. No, it wasn't the same Was it the same? Hold on. I can't remember. No, James Bond... It's not like they keep pulling up more James Bonds. Yeah, 007 and James Bond... Oh, and James Bond is the agent name? Well, I'm learning stuff about James Bond today. I feel like M has been addressing him as the same person for an eternity, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, there were different actors, but I always assumed everyone was still the same James Bond. But everyone at work has the same name, Money, Penny, M, James Bond, Q, and what they all change, but they all pretend they have the same name. What happens when multiple agents 007 meet in one place? They bond. Oh. Okay, Bond is supposed to be the same character. It just gets a bit messy when they recast. There's a little continuity. I know there's... Okay, so from my perspective, yeah, enter the Bond-verse. Imagine they all meet each other. We got Daniel Craig meets Pierce Brosnan meets... Oh, Sean Connery just died a little while ago, didn't he? I think Sean Connery just kicked the bucket a few years ago. Thought that guy was immortal. Secret agencies have weird rules. What can you... Who would have thought? James Bond is his actual name. 007 is his agent name. Although it's funny, everyone at the agency knows his real name. They just talk to him as if it's his name. What is the point of the 007 thing? It's not. I don't know if he ever uses that for any reason. What's your name? 007. I'm not letting you know my real name, even though everyone basically knows my name. James Bond just regenerates into a new person since he's a Time Lord. It's probably a good explanation. Okay, next. Okay, we got more super chats in the bunker here. The next 2 coming from Captain Rumia. Man, I found the flavor text of something to be so inspiring you have no idea. Old and nameless card. You gotta love that. Gotta love that flavor text. I have no idea why everyone was so inspired by that. Thanks for the conversation about Bond. Let's give me your Bond theories in the comments section below. Okay, with this, let's take a look at another 2 cards. We've got Philosopher of Sids. This is a 1-mana Phyrexian zombie dinosaur. First strike. Hold on, it's a creature with no creature type. Does it die instantly? What are those cards? We have Sapphire Medallion, the One Ring, and Phyrexian Colossus. First strike, and it's got Thalionsker Warrior. This creature gets +1/+1 for each. Oh, it looks like we stopped a moment's notice. All artifacts you control murder. Oh, I guess they're on Murder's Row, I suppose, is the idea. Well, this card is not very inspiring. This card does nothing. Does absolutely nothing. Does it? Oh, it can't even do what it's supposed to do as a creature because it's not even a creature. It has no power and toughness. They murder. Yeah. Okay, everyone get lined up. All right, who did it? Who did that to you? Can I look at number 4 again? Yeah, I think it's number 4. This guy made me sick. Yeah, that's funny. For 1 mana, we get absolutely nothing. Zip, Zada, Nilch. Yeah, the art is funny. It's good stuff. Okay, next up though. I mean, this card is garbage. Unfortunately. Next, we got the Desert Predator. For 4 mana. It's a 1+3.5. So it's 4. It's 1+3 seconds. So this is a hole. We have a so it's 2.5, if I understand correctly. If I've done my math correctly. Because if we convert the 3 out of 2, then that's just 1.5. And 1.5 plus 1 is 2.5. I've done my math. Yeah, we can prove it with the calculator. Breaking out Nikachu's calculator. Unfortunately, the calculator is so small now. I don't know how to make my calculator bigger on Mac OS. So if we just do 3 divided by 2, it will equal 1.5 plus the 1 equals 2.5. I did it. I did it, chat. It's just 4. It's just 4. Oh yeah, I'm a moron because we're only adding the power. Yeah, okay, it's 4 power and then 2 toughness. I'm making this too complicated. Yeah, I'm forgetting about... No, I don't need to add the toughness, though. I'm being an idiot. Okay, haste. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player chooses... See, I was this person in the art. See, I had my abacus and everything. I felt like I was so smart, but in the end, I was stupid. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player chooses target creature an opponent controls. Those creatures can't block this turn. Well, it's actually... It does something. Out of all these cards that we've gone through that do nothing, that we finally found something that it's actually trying to interact with the game. It's at the beginning of each player's upkeep. Oh, but then it's that player chooses target creature and opponent controls. Oh, this helps everybody. It's like, all right, if anyone is having trouble getting it through damage, well, guess what? Everyone, you better have a lot of creatures on the battlefield, because if you only have one, it's going to be easy to get through. More expensive Ginger Brute. Way more expensive Ginger Brute. Isn't Ginger... No, Ginger Brute is just a completely different card, isn't it? Because Ginger Brute is effectively a... Ginger Brute is... It cannot be blocked by creatures without haste. Print not for the card, but for the abacus. All right, print. Print for abacus. We're going to print it. Next up... Okay, next up we goes our next Super Chat All-Star. We've got Coram Hayes with the Super Chat. I'm coming in late. Are these cards from the Take Your Child to Work collection? I guess so, for the most part. And thanks to that Super Chat, thank you so much, Coram. We're going to take a look at another card. Okay, Arcane Research for 4 mana. Pay one. Sorry, not pay one. It's just a saga. It's got one chapter. Are there any sagas with a single chapter? I think this is the first one. Oh no! Basically, chapter one, and then it's over. It's a borderline sorcery speed card. Gain control of target spell. It can't even do that. It cannot at sorcery speed do anything. It does so much and so little. Yeah, and it does nothing in the end. Baby shoes for sale, never worn. So yeah, it's worse than a sorcery card. I can't, it's... To gain control of spells, I need instant speed. Enchantments are at sorcery speed. Okay, hold on. Brandon Hall is cooking over here. Partner this with Leyline of Anticipation. An enchantment that says you can play your spells at flash speed. And you can play it with flash. And then, okay, it will work. It will work. Okay, so, it actually technically is not useless. It is just very hard to use. And you do gain control of target spell. That is a big upside. Like, that's nothing to sneeze at. You literally steal someone's spell and it's yours. It's historic, at least. That's something. Well, not really, because it's going to get sacrificed instantaneously. It triggers Enchantress. It will do that. It can do that. Not green at all. That is true. Massive color pie break. Is there a color pie break on here? Oh, we do have a color pie break thing. This is a very easy bingo card. We're almost filling up the entire thing. Needs suspend. Well, then it would be useless. That's pointless. Like AI cares about the color pie. I know. AI has been ignoring the color pie for the last, 3 years. 4 years, maybe. This AI specifically. It's almost flavorful, actually. Green should have a hard time doing the really powerful things of other colors. So gaining... even blue can't do this cheaply. Alright? If you're gonna commandeer something, it costs 7 mana or 2 blue cards. And then it gets really specific, the types of things that you can control. So I would say gaining control of target spell should be super hard for green. It is technically legal and technically doable. So as we explained earlier, there is a path. If you follow it. If you follow the path, play Leyline of Anticipation, you actually can steal something from somebody. All right, next super chats. We got one from another one from Captain Rumia. I think because of the big super chats, we'll do this for another 20 minutes for sure. I'm awake barely. You just got to get your coffee ready. Okay, with that, let's take a look at another card. What is this? Robo Rosewater Masters cards. I'm not gonna look at this. Oh, did they do something on the desert bus? Oh, that's sick. The crew over at the Desert Bus read some of our cards on stream. Beautiful. That's cool. I love it. Okay, Epic Rats. This is a 5 mana 2/1 Thopter Horror. Now it also has Trample. Tap an untapped giant you control. Prevent the next 1 damage that would be dealt to Epic Rats this turn. Tap an untapped giant. Prevent the next one. Well, this is so much work for such a garbage card. This card is complete shite. 5 mana for a 2/1 Trampler? What are we, the Charging Badger of Izzet or something? Yeah, super draft chaff. Very 1990s type of card. I mean, it works. It sucks, but it works. It works and it does work in its entirety. Congratulations. All right, congratulations, Epic Rats. I'm not going to say you're epic. In fact, I can't even say you're rats. You're a Thopter Horror, for crying out loud. Designed for the 1992 MTG before it is even released, correct? Yeah, this was did Trample exist back then? When did Trample come into play? I can't remember if that was one of the OG mechanics or not. Trample feels like one of the OG mechanics. It did? All right. Yeah, not so epic. It's a failure on their name, but it is a legal card. That's what you say when you draft this card. Epic. Yeah, epic rats. It's like the opposite. It's trying to emphasize the opposite of what it is. Steve Cooper. You want 2 more? All right, well, we're probably gonna look at a lot more. Thanks to the big heavy super chats earlier. Desert Bus. Okay, the Dreaded Sphere. This is a land. Ooh, we haven't seen too many lands today. Tap, add a double colorless. Spend this mana only to activate abilities. So it's actually a fair soul land. And it doesn't add mana to cast spells. 6 mana tap. Create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. Interestingly enough, if you are playing a format where you can play multiple Dread Spheres in the same deck, you can use the Dread Sphere to activate the other ability on Dreaded Sphere. So Dreaded Sphere can be tapped. If you had 3 of them in play, if you got all 4 in play, you can tap 3 of them to create a 5/5 flying dragon. Oh, it looks like a barbecue stain. You have weird barbecue stains, man. It's diblet. Well, it's not too diblicking. It does things, okay? It does things and stuff. I'm not entirely sure an Eldrazi deck would play this. Maybe in Commander, because they can only use 1-ofs. It looks like a very bad embroidery canvas attempt. Yeah, they were just making it up as they were going along. It's a very free-form embroidery. If you have 7 mana open with nothing to do, why not? Exactly, why not? Why not make a dragon? Just live a little. Live a little, people. Make 5/5 red dragons. Maybe adopt a dragon while you're at it. I can sort of see it being busted with Grim Monolith. What, to untap the Grim Monolith so the Grim Monolith can tap again? The Damn Draw says, I'd use it. It pays for Ulalek's copy ability. There we go. We sold somebody on it. Feels like Tarkir draft, but colorless in 3-color deck is bold. Yeah, probably. Okay, very, very doable. Not Cloud Poo. And then the next super chat for Weak Feeder Master. This is a double green 6/4 human artificer defender. Weak Feeder Master's power and toughness are each equal to the number of artifacts your opponents control, with mana value equal to the number of mountains you control. What the hell is going on here? So is this thing just gonna die? Because if my opponent doesn't have artifacts, then what will it do? Does it just die instantly? Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of artifacts your opponent's controlled mana value equal to the number of what is going on here? So if the condition can't be met, is it just a 6/4 instead? Got bad real fast. It's like, oh, it's got so many words on it. On top of that, like, what are we even working for? We're working towards a defending stupid creature. So we're just working towards a defender at the end of the day. Works well in Vintage if you don't play any forests. I guess is it legal? This paragraph is giving me a stroke. I don't actually know what it does. There is no condition, it's just a calculation. Okay, you have 0 mountains. Will your opponent is playing Cheerios? This is the card. Oh, wait. If we have no mountains and our opponent has no artifacts, then they have the mana value of 0, which means I also have no mountains, which means my creature's power and toughness is equal to 0. Equal to the number of artifacts your opponents control with mana value equal to the number of mountains you control. Yeah, so if I play this card, I need to have at least 1 mountain in play to ignore its effect. Because otherwise, if I have no mountains in play and my opponent has no artifacts, then the conditions have been met. They have 0 they have 0 mana of a 0. Yeah, they have 0 mana value of cards. I have 0 mountains. My creature is a 0/0 and it dies. It's Garbaggio. You're right. It is Garbaggio. Or is it legal? Is it legal and just really bad? So does it I think it's a 6/4 if you have mountains and it's not equal to the mana value of the artifacts your opponents control. I think. But then if the conditions are met, this thing overrides the power and toughness. Now it gains power and toughness for each Thopter in play. Well, I don't see that here. 6/4 on deck building only. It's definitely a master of a weak feat. Okay, I don't know how to interpret this. Okay, this thing is cloud poo. Can you remove the ability? Well, of course, if you can remove the abilities of all creatures. Okay, we'll let the show continue for another 10 minutes. Okay, let's look at cards for 10 minutes. We haven't done this show in a long time. Thanks to everyone we'll consider these all honorable super chats. Book Who I Elite. This is a 9 mana her attacking planeswalker wizard avatar. +1, target player's life total becomes 1. -1, draw 2 cards. Oh, but there's a whole... Oh, no, okay. Then -7 is this huge chunk of stuff. This thing doesn't even come into play with loyalty. Does it just die instantly? -7, exile target non-land permanent. Reveal the top card of your library. Own a card at random. We're stealing cards. You may cast a spell from among that card form is exiled this way into their cards from graveyards and switch 3 cards that Sure and White Matafion permanents attached to Yok. Okay, chaos ensued. We're all in an agreement. It's garbage. Why are we ignoring the +1 ability? Targets players. Oh yeah, the target player's life total becomes 1. That's pretty dangerous too. If it wasn't for the -7, which disqualified it, this card would be incredibly dangerous. Berserk over here though is like, it's all fine. It's okay. Yeah, I like the first ability. I like the second ability. We can make the third ability work. All right, just needs a little restructuring. Okay, throw it into Microsoft Word and Google Sheets or whatever. Okay, but this one just dies. It comes in right. I think so. I think this one dies because it's a planeswalker with no loyalty. Just enters the battlefield. I think. I'm pretty sure. It's true. Is it danger if it just dies instantaneously? 9 to watch it die on ETB. It would be barely an ETB. Yeah, it would be. Book Who I Elite. No, you elite nothing. You go straight to graveyard. Okay, next up, we've got Spawn Floor Dorn. It's a 4-mana artifact. It's got a blue. Mill, Fellas, you, Kate, creatures you control fight, and Thruct, you repel 1. Okay, this is... Uh-oh. Okay, does my thing work now? There we go. Had to get to that Titanic sound effect. What is an understatement at this point? Tap, add blue, then Spawn Floor Dorn is a copy of each creature until your next turn. It's funny, actually. The second ability wasn't too bad. Although it is still a rules nightmare. Old boy's like, the second ability is just a rules nightmare. How do you become a copy of each creature? Well, each one. It becomes a copy of each creature until your next turn. I just don't know what the power and toughness is. I'm only assuming you have to combine the total power of them together. And they will, once combined, will be the greatest creature in the multiverse. Doesn't anyone want to have the greatest creature in the multiverse? Nova says, I think when this is played, I concede. Could say that about a lot of cards on this show. So it's a changeling? No. Changeling is just all creature types. It doesn't actually copy the creature itself. Sounds like some forbidden alchemy. It's like a 2-year-old at a typewriter. Oh yeah, the first the first ability? Sure, yeah. I totally agree. Okay, this is garbage. Man, we're just running into a bunch of nonsense now. The nonsense that AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards are so known for. They're legendary for this. Okay, we got Arethazen Arrows, a green instant. When Arethazen Arrows enters your hand, you may tap, run tap, target creature. That's interesting. It's almost like a miracle card. It's basically a miracle card. Is that a dead flea? I don't think so. The Zybers, but it's dangerous. How? Yeah, so when you draw it. It sounds like miracle. It's just a reworded miracle. So instead of like if this is the first card you draw a turn, it's just if it enters your hand. So like so if you draw it, I guess you reveal it. If you bounce this card back to your hand, it's gonna trigger. It doesn't work, and the art looks like it is unfinished. The art looks... No, it doesn't look unfinished. It looks like what it's supposed to do. There's like an image in the background. We're just seeing cutouts of the image. Don't need to reveal. I assume you need to prove that it just entered your hand. It sounds horrible on all accounts. It doesn't even say you need to reveal it. I'm just going to assume enters your hand is a mechanic. Like it's a mechanic in itself that you have to understand. The image is just a dead bug. How does everyone see a bug here? I honestly don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm not exactly determined. I don't know. I don't know if I can say this is a bug. Just tell the judge. Trust me, bro. I just put this card in my hand. Just add reveal to it and it works fine. Or chat, it only triggers when you can prove it. So like when it gets bounced back to your hand, when you bounce it back to your hand, it goes from exile back to your hand. That's another way of looking at it. Like maybe it doesn't work when you draw it because you can't prove that it was put in your hand. You can also cast it at instant speed to do absolutely nothing. Wait a minute, I forgot. Yeah, hold on. Wait. This isn't even a creature that can get bounced back to your hand. So like you need to like remand this thing back to your hand. So you need to like play it and then remand your own card back to hand so that it triggers. That's so funny. I forgot this is an instant that it does nothing upon casting. What if your hand is the battlefield because one of those other nonsense cards? Oh, then it may... no, remember, instants can't be on the battlefield. This plus divining top? Oh, because you can... no, but you can't prove to everybody else what's on top of your deck. You need to play maybe something like... Lantern of Insight. I think Lantern of Insight would work. Yeah, it just wastes 1 mana. I think there is a world where this works. It doesn't do like anything or hardly anything. Okay, next card. The Battering Game. It's a 10 mana 4/2. It seems pretty sick. It's a serpent with no card type, but it's probably a creature. Whenever a creature you control dies... Actually, hold on. Is this like an enchantment now? I can't remember. Somebody said, like, if it doesn't have the creature type, then its power and toughness is irrelevant, and it doesn't die. Whenever a creature you control dies, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it. So, like, if someone has infinite sack, the creature just gets... Oh, I guess it doesn't get infinitely big. It just gets its +1/+1 counter. Whenever a creature you control dies, return that card to the battlefield. This is an interesting card. This is a very interesting card. It's like nothing dies anymore. Well, how has Wizards not printed something like this? Whenever a creature you control dies, return that card. I guess it doesn't affect tokens, though, because tokens would just vaporize. It's colorless, too, yeah. Yeah, infinite sack. But, I mean, like, that's not too broken. There's an infinite number of infinite sack combos that already exist. Needs suspend 0. Close to 2 hours. Yeah, we're almost at 2 hours. I'm doing it on purpose. Yeah, it's better than Undying since you don't need to remove the +1/+1. Well, I mean, it's better in some sense. It's 10 mana. That's a lot of mana. I think this is cool, although I would disqualify it for giving it power and toughness and giving it no card type. May have a hard time cheating into play without the card type. Yeah, I know. What card would let me put a random nameless card type onto the battlefield? We all know what this card type really is, though. It's like it's a creature. Persist, it does already exist. It does reference the game. Does it? Whenever a creature... Oh, yeah, reference. Well. You would need to exile the creatures? Yes. To get rid of them. Or phase them out or something. There's more than one way you can get rid of creatures out there. All right. Thanks so much for being here today. We had a great time today. Oh, we're back to AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards. Back to the silliness of it all. And back with all of you at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on weekdays. Be there or be square. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show, or super chat to extend the show. And of course, thank you so much, everyone. My Zyber Nation for being here today. People like Steve Cooper, we got Mercenary, Old Boy, Kano, Jackson, Jack Solaris, Benjamin Berkey, we got Zandra Vandra, love the avatar. For Ginka, Bob Talks Bridge, Dadam Draws, Nova McKenzie, Julie, we got Jeff David, Samson Toads, Kasturk, Fingrinder, Corbinek. Oh, wait, it doesn't have a creature type, so its own ability can't trigger via multiple. That's correct. We got Rav, Mapius, Masta Cena. We got Adaptus, Sheevlord, Toads. We got Mark. Who else do we have? We got Nick over here, and many more. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees, and we're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.